Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bane, and welcome back to some more Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War. In the last episode, we took on the Orc Horde, protecting the civilians of the world, and saving some Imperial Guard. Today, we must continue our campaign against the Orcs in mission number 2. So let's see exactly what Gabriel Angelos has to say about mission number 2 and what must be done.
War Journal of Captain Gabriel Angelos. The situation on the planet Tartarus is grim. While the Blood Ravens crushed the main Orc offensive at the spaceport, the bulk of their force is not engaged. They gather in the wilderness, awaiting a critical mass of bodies that will overwhelm the Imperial forces in a green wave of death and destruction. The Blood Ravens will not allow this to occur. Orbital monitoring has detected an area in the southern forests where the Orcs appear to be massing. Orcs only respect strength, so they will look to the largest of their groups to lead them. We will insert a small, covert strike force to eliminate these Orc leaders and destroy any encampments where the Orcs might mass. This should cut to the heart of the Orcs' fighting spirit and delay their inevitable counterattack. We must tread lightly, lest we disturb this slumbering beast. You have your orders. Now go, and may the Emperor protect you.
I do not care for all this sneaking about.
I know, old friend. You always have preferred the direct approach.
We have the Imperial Guard. Why not send them into battle instead of treating them like glorified shepherds? If we meet the Orcs in force, they cannot possibly stand before us.
We have fought the Orc 100 times before. They thrive on war. A direct assault on them would likely improve their morale, and simply attract more of them. The casualties would be enormous.
What are the Imperial Guard for if not to die for their Emperor? At the very least, we should retain a regiment to remain at our core. We have little support this far out. We would not want to be remembered for our carelessness.
We, old friend? Or me?
We are brothers, Gabriel. You know better than to ask that question. I know what this is about. There was nothing you could have done to save Cyrene.
Do not mention that place again, Isidore. Cyrene was my homeworld. My responsibility. Scout Team 3, do you copy?
Yes, my lord.
The local Imperial waterworks has fallen into Orc hands. If we are to reclaim this area, we must first retake this position. Scouts have infiltrated ahead of you and will assist you in your reconnaissance. If things prove to be more than you can handle, reinforcements will be mobilized to assist.
Getting into position.
Alright ladies and gentlemen, welcome to mission number 2. Now, this time I'm going to leave the audio in for Gabriel Angelos and everyone, so hopefully...
Crawling with orcs. We should infiltrate to sneak past any enemy position. Do not get too close, or we may be spotted.
Well, immediately getting caught there. We're going to need to enable infiltration here. There we go.
Scout Marine Squad is now invisible to all enemies except for commanders.
Infiltration.
Keep in mind though, if you are attacked, your invisibility will be broken, and some time will pass before you can utilize it again.
My lord.
Indeed. So, basically the way that infiltration works means you can't fire back. You cannot shoot while you're infiltrated unless you are a Tau unit that is using stealth weaponry, or if you're Chaos and you've upgraded and are using something like the infiltrated perk for the Chaos Space Marines. So right now we have to be very careful about what we do.
At your command.
Now, I don't believe snipers can fire invisibly.
Scout Team 2 is upgraded with sniper rifles.
Gathering intelligence.
They will make short work of these
Scouts
Orcs.
in position.
All right.
Is true. Scouts ready.
Let's fire at these orcs. So as you can see, the sniper rifle is a very powerful weapon. Even though it does 25 to 29 damage, it actually just has a really good ability to just straight up kill enemies and strike fear in them as well. So shooter boys are actually getting one shot, even though technically we're doing about as much damage as a single bolter round, which is very unique. Now we're also going to uninfiltrate this squad here so we can do a little bit more damage on this shooter boy squad, which is not going to be too powerful. Shooter boys are actually pretty good in both melee and range combat. They're basically a Space Marine squad, but a bit weaker combat armor-wise. We're also going to grab this strategic point here just to be safe, and we're even going to infiltrate just to sneak up ahead and get a little bit of a peek as to what's going on here. And I believe there is going to be, there he is, a knob. Now, what we could probably do is actually uncloak and run away after we snipe him. There we go. This will probably kill him. In fact, his whole Slugger Boy squad isn't even paying attention at this point, so we can probably straight up just kill him, hoping that we'll be able to reload fast enough before we lose a scout. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, let's retreat a little bit just to stay alive. And we're about to capture the strategic point. We're going to go back to invisibility. Now, I could reinforce these squads, but I don't think it's really that useful to reinforce the scout squad, especially this early on in the game. And we're probably going to delete these scout squads later on in the future if we want more points. Alright, let's try and sneak past these guys. Hopefully they did not get another knob. Let's take a look. Oh, are we good? I think we're good. Alright, sneaking on by. Now, normally they would just tell you to go, you know, sneak by them and try and not get close to the knob, but doesn't matter. We're too sneaky anyway.
A large orc knob who looks like he's in charge of this bunch.
Okay.
Scouts awaiting orders. Severely weaken the orc morale. My lord. Yes, my lord. Getting into position. Yes,
This will be good. So all we need to do now is somehow manage to kill this orc knob without getting murdered. Alright, let's set up our shots. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, attack. There we go, we got him. Alright, get back. Nice! We did it! We totally stealthed the mission. There you go. It's pretty difficult to stealth this mission, because a lot of the time you might just straight up mess up, but who knows. Also, we're getting a nice little autosave there. Thank you, game. And just 2 sniper rifles right there were able to scare off all these orcs, which are not going to be able to do too much damage, but we're still going to run away from them as our scouts, because it's still pretty scary messing with them anyway. And as you can see, they're getting led to the slaughter here, because they're a bunch of scrub lords. We're even going to take over this strategic point that we ran past, because I think it's definitely worth grabbing. Let's just hope we don't lose any squads. I think we should be okay here. We have double heavy bolters, so we have 4 heavy bolters in total. And I even have a Slugger Boy squad back here, or sorry, a Da Boys hut, which allows them to make Slugger Boys and Shooter Boys, so I think it's just going to be worth killing this all off. Snipers in the back kind of fumbling around. The interesting thing about the AI pathing in Dawn of War is the fact that it's not particularly the greatest, so infantry typically only want to move with infantry, and vehicles just want to move on their own. Even if you have vehicles comboed in with other vehicles, for example, dreadnoughts, which are walker bots, you don't want to have too many dreadnoughts in one area because they're going to start tripping over your infantry, or they're going to start tripping over all of the other dreadnoughts that are in the area. So it's generally just a smart move to just be very cautious and very careful about what you build for vehicles, because they typically don't have the greatest pathing at all. There were some Shooter Boys actually stuck in that building there. Orcs are able to garrison some of their units, similar to Imperial Guard in Winter Assault. Also, we're going to grab our Space Marines here, and let's move on out. Because we just got ourselves a new base. Excellent. That feels pretty good to be able to take those points over, and now we have a couple of strategic points, giving us +6 requisition per minute, and... Ooh, here he comes. Almost there. We're about to get +12. And then we'll obviously try and get some listening posts on those when we can. Quite a few orcs up here. That's surprising. Let's send our troops up. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, scouts. Now, we do have health regeneration when we're out of combat, which is good. There's also apothecaries you can get on your squads, so you can attach to them. This will allow you to be able to regenerate your health faster. Apothecaries aren't particularly that amazing, but they are nice to have, indeed. Maybe just, you know, about the same strength as an apothecary in maybe Blood Bowl or something like that, where like you have a slight chance that you're going to save someone's life, regardless of what happens. Alright, so this should be a pretty easy wipeout for this entire squad here. Did I lose any of my scouts? No, we're still okay here, as we can see. Morale is doing just fine. We're even going to take this point as one of our squads. Our scout squads, rather. And let's try and focus fire on these points here. Now, what you're seeing right now is the fact that all my troops are so far away that the bolters are not firing. So I'm moving them closer so we do a little bit more damage. You really want all of your troops doing damage here, or else it's no point in having 2 full squads. Maybe if we had 4 heavy bolters, that would work out a bit nicer, but we only have so much to work with right here. There we go. And let's finish off this listening post. It's got to run over just a bit further. Camera can be a bit finicky when you're on low terrain. So like you go from high terrain to low terrain like that. It's a bit weird. Alright. So for the most part, all our scouts survived, which is very good. Typically that does not happen. Gonna grab another point here.
Now we must start building a base before we hunt down the rest of the orcs.
Indeed, we must build more. So I think we're getting a servitor here, and this is going to be like the fastest strategic point, or sorry, HQ you've ever seen built. Because I believe we get to build it immediately. Let's see here. Look at that health. So it goes to 6,000, right? That's pretty fast. Like usually HQs take like about a minute to build, maybe 2 minutes a total. I don't know. I don't remember HQs building that fast. Maybe I'm crazy. Alright, I'm going to actually infiltrate here and just kind of scout up ahead, because they did give us scouts. Obviously, a good choice to kind of sneak up ahead, see what the hell's going on here. We do have a building. I'll set up my scouts here, and maybe send out some of my dudes. There we go. And retreat the scouts so they don't get killed in melee combat, because they are definitely not good at melee. They do 6 to 8 damage in melee combat, 11 to 13 in ranged. However, those sniper rifles obviously are very strong. Now, you may notice also that the scouts, like I said earlier, they do 25 to 29 damage. That's 25 to 29 damage per second. That's why they do so much damage in one hit. So, it's a DPS value that you're getting out of them. Attack, boys! Attack! There we go. Gonna grab our scouts here and move on up. Grab a few more of these points. There's a wah banger. A wah banger. There you go. That's definitely the words I wanted to use. A wah banner. That's more like it. Destroy those. That means less orcs for us to deal with, which is always fantastic. There we go. Grabbing all the things that we need. Beautiful. Alright, finally, we do have an HQ, which means we're going to build ourselves a chapel barracks, and we're even going to build some listening posts, because those are very, very valuable indeed. And immediately upgrade our squad cap, because we want to get ourselves some Space Marines. More Space Marines, the better for us. And we already have Scout Squads, so we're not going to really worry about building more of those. And I'm not going to build more Servitors. If this was Dark Crusade, I would definitely build another Servitor. But I don't want to do it, because it's a waste of resources. Also, my Scout Squad! No! One of them just died there, so we're going to actually reinforce one of those guys. Which, one Scout is actually only 5 requisition less than a standard Space Marine, which I think is definitely not worth it, but at the end of the day, you're going to need the extra guy, or else you're not going to be able to grab those extra points. I'm going to send one of our guys back here. And even when he's done that, I'll tell him to come back to the base. So he's nice and in a good spot. Alright, moving our dudes forward. How's our guys working? For some reason, I keep looking here. I don't see any scouts, though. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at the map. Maybe I'm just getting confused by some of the green dots on the mini-map. It's a bit odd. Anyway, we're going to continue moving our troops up. And it just seems there's another wah banner up ahead. Wow, I keep wanting to say wah banger. I don't know why that is. Why do I want to say that? This just sounds terrible, really. Sounds like one of those like dark corners of the internet. The wah banger. There you go. That's what that is. And we're going to get ourselves a armory, if possible. There we go. Very nice. We're going to build another lovely couple of Space Marine squads. The more Space Marine squads, the better, because it means more special weapons being dished out on the map. And of course, since we don't have access to anything other than Scouts and Space Marines, we're just going to spam out Space Marines all day long. And I'm even going to retreat my Force Commander here, because he's kind of getting destroyed. So I'm going to send him back to base. I'm even going to remove him. Oops. I'm trying to remove him from the group. It seems like the Force Commander, though, is getting stuck. So let's move our troops forward. There we go. We should be good. Let's upgrade, auto-reinforce our squad. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, everyone. Slaughter, kill, crush, rip them limb from limb, and continue building what you guys have. I think we're losing scouts. Actually, we lost one of our scout squads. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Could be better. But at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta expect your scouts to start dying anyway, right? Let's go ahead and start reinforcing some of our squads with some more lovely heavy bolters. And we're gonna get some flamers on this new squad that we just made. And let's build one more Space Marine squad, just because we can. Alright, can we build anything else right now? I guess we can just build some power. Might as well build one power node. And the Force Commander is just going to chill out doing his own thing. You know, not dying, hopefully. The not die strat, I hear, is a good strategy in games like this. So let's move on forward. And I think we'll retreat back and try and grab that southern, or rather, I guess, northern in this case, northern listening post. And we may even want to go up and try and grab this listening post here right at the start. That could work out too. You never know. You want to get lots of stuff. Objective complete. Establish a base. Excellent. That's what we want to see. And we get another Space Marine squad, which is, of course, going to be upgraded with some more heavy bolters, because I love heavy bolters. And since the game's not going to give us an upgrade to our HQ, well, we might as well just go ahead and do that. And soon we'll be able to get more Space Marines out in the field once we get around 150 requisition. And you know what? Let's take a look at our objectives. Do we need to do anything? Cleanse the valley. Find all of the orc bases and destroy them. Don't forget to use heavy weapons to destroy the buildings. Alright, so it considers the heavy weapons to just be my heavy bolters, which is very interesting indeed. Now, heavy bolters are very good, because the Slug Up Boy is not even going to be able to really touch that forward flamer squad, so that's also great. And now that we got the heavy weapons upgrade, we can just even get more weapons, which means we're going to be immortal. No one can take us on. This is very true. But also we're going to be very poor. So, I mean, that's also a thing that we might need to look out for as we move on. And yeah, the Force Commander, he's going to take about a millennia to get his HP back. So we'll just probably keep him in base for the rest of the game. And yeah, again, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do anything.
We must upgrade the stronghold to gain access
to
the tools we will need to destroy this plague.
Oh, okay. There we go. So now we can actually upgrade our base. Now, right now, we're trying to deal with the fact that we have no money. So we're going to probably capture some of these points here. And also, we're just going to grab the point and probably retreat back. So, yeah, once that happens, we'll get on back. I just realized what a terrible decision this has been to build only heavy bolters. Little did I know I could build more than that. Although we do have heavy bolters, so I mean, it's not the end of the world. These are just WA banners. And, so that's not too bad. Obviously, upgrading the stronghold would be nice for building missile launchers, but you know what? We're just shooting at wood anyway. Our explosive rounds are good enough to blow up those buildings anyway. And there you have it. So we will need 250 requisition, but again, our squads are upgrading, and they'll be badass regardless. Let's set up one of our servitors, though, along the way. He'll be able to grab us some more strategic points, or rather upgrade them to make them even more powerful and more badass. There we are. And let's go here. Yeah, there we go. The enemy is attacking. We lost 2 Space Marines, and they weren't even models that had heavy bolters on them. Or rather, these are my forward Space Marines, so that makes sense those guys are even taking damage at all, because they'll be my tanks for now. Flamers are great to have at the front lines, especially considering they try and focus on having the bolters get the most range, and then when anything gets close, the flamers will just melt them down. Okay, now we got ourselves a Killacan, so this is going to be a little bit crappy. Now we will be able to kill it with our heavy bolters, considering we just have a stupid amount of heavy bolters, but we probably are going to lose. Yeah, we're going to lose the scout there. In fact, I'm going to retreat our scouts back just a little bit. Everyone's just going to continue firing on the Killacan, because it's a big jerk and it deserves to die. Come on, die, you! Die! This is what happens when you have no missile launchers. Alright. We can finally upgrade our stronghold. This is fantastic news. And I kind of question the fact that I even built a power generator, because we just have so much power in this game. Anyway, what did we lose? We actually lost nothing. We lost 1 scout in that whole encounter, so that's not too bad, considering all we have is heavy bolters and a couple of flamers, and then a few sniper rifles on our scout squad. So that's pretty fun. Also, suckily? Yes, that's a word. It sucks that we can only have 2 sniper rifles on our scout squad. In Dark Crusade, you can have 4. But again, all the rule sets for this game are a bit different from Dark Crusade, so I have to get a little bit used to them. And I've been finding myself maining Space Marines so much now. I just love Space Marines and how they're so adaptable to pretty much any situation. To me, I find them to be the easiest race to play as well. So that probably helps a bit. Anyway, how are we doing back at the main base? I'm actually going to control 5 this, control 4 that. So now we have the Chapel Barracks and the HQ hotkeyed and ready to go. We did lose a Space Marine there. Oh no, one fell. We lost 1 Space Marine in this whole battle. It's pretty sad. Actually, we lost 3 in total, really, but, you know, it's how it is. Unequip that scout squad while they capture the point. I'll move my troops forward. Kill that knob, of course. Move my troops forward a little bit more, because we want them to be able to kill these bolters quickly.
Find them on our listening posts.
Oh, we got
The
skull
mastery
probes.
is complete. Sergeants will inspire your Space Marine squads to greater feats of heroism, and rocket launchers will make short work of orc buildings.
Absolutely. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to build up more squad cap, because we already maxed out on pretty much everything that we have. We're losing a few more Space Marines, because obviously these guys in the front lines, they're using flamers. We're going to try and upgrade them with some plasma, but we're still just spraying and praying for days, destroying all of these WA banners very, very easily, and it should not be too much of an issue here. And of course, they have a few more WA banners just hidden behind this little pathway, which is a little bit annoying. But hey, we can deal with it. Come on, just a little bit further. Just a little bit further, guys. And get them. There you go. Watch as the murder happens. And blah, 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 blah. I love it. 10 out of 10. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, let's get ourselves some leaders here. So sergeants aren't particularly that useful, but they are nice for your morale, so might as well bring them along. And they have more HP than your typical Space Marine.
With the fortified position add-on. This upgrade will increase the requisition
Uh-oh.
income and add better defenses to the listening post.
Right, alright. So they did, oh, I forgot to infiltrate my skull probe there. This freaking Killican, though. Alright, anyway. Let's grab some more of these lovely squads here. I'm going to grab a couple of Space Marine squads, get them ready to go. Can I build anything else? Or is am I just limited? Yeah, I guess I'm limited. Alright. Probably send my Force Commander forward a bit. And let's continue down, killing all the orcs. Again, we don't really need these upgrades. The Killicans, obviously, it'd be nice to get 1 Space Marine squad, but we'll adapt, obviously, with this new squad coming on out.
While the enemies of the universe still
More heavy fire, huh? Alright, let's grab a couple of missile launchers here. I like to upgrade the unit first and then give them more people, because it's better to have an upgrade squad, I think, than to have multiple people, if that makes any sense at all. Because more heavy bolters or more missile launchers is better than having just more bolters, because technically you have to think of it as more people just means more bolter weapons. And also more things to shoot at, of course, but you gotta really consider and weigh the options at that point, right? Alright, so we're about to get our 4th missile launcher there, and we're even going to activate the reinforce button there. So we will automatically reinforce and not waste all our money. Let's move up a little bit, though. There we are. Okay, so this will be a pretty fun fight. I think these missile launchers shouldn't have any problems whatsoever against this Killican. In fact, let's just watch this fight while our troops on the southern side of the map move up. So here we go. 4 missile launchers about to fire. All 4 going in, and they do about a 1/3 damage. That's not bad at all. That's from 1 squad of Space Marines. Now, if I decide to upgrade their numbers first, then we wouldn't be doing this amount of damage so early on. In fact, we actually broke the morale of our Force Commander there. Oops. Not too bad, though. Alright, there we go. And we'll even grab more Space Marines. Excellent. Everything is going beautifully. Keep on moving up, everyone. We're at maximum squad capacity for every squad here. And we'll keep moving on up. Now, I would add in some apothecaries, maybe even some skull probes. The skull probes then automatically die over a period of time. Which kind of sucks that is the case. Also, we lost a servitor, which makes me very sad. But not that sad, because we just make another Space Marine squad, which isn't so bad. But if I build a skull probe here, and I'll try and keep an eye on that for a moment, as I just move my troops up. Come on, guys. You're letting your sergeants die and everything. There we go. Get in there. Oh, look how the murder will go. Yeah, get them all. Get them all. Okay. So now we have this guy here. So you have to actually activate Infiltrate, but also keep a close attention on his health bar just going down naturally, which is really, really annoying. In Dark Crusade, they eliminated the need for it to have just, like, reducing health, because Space Marines have a very difficult time seeing infiltrated units. And if you're just going to limit them by making the skull probe so nerfed that they only live for, like, so long, a lot of Space Marine players found that they needed to build a librarian very early on to see most things that were infiltrated. So Eldar are a pretty good counter to Space Marines for the most part, if they are very good about staying invisible. Of course, a good Space Marine player anyway will just adapt and build a crap ton more Skull Probes, which are, you know, expensive to a degree. And there we go, we cleansed the valley. Excellent. I think we're going to get cutscene.
I must speak with the captain.
He is giving the Emperor his praise. Leave him this moment.
Yes, brother librarian. We completed our sweep of the area and can find no more orcs.
Indeed. Tell your squad to move ahead and clear the company's path.
Yes, brother librarian.
I will suffer no trespass.
Alright, and thank you so much for watching, guys. You can follow me on here, youtube.com/Acabane101. You can also follow me over on Twitter, Facebook, and if you're interested in watching some live streams, I live stream every single day at 8 a.m. Eastern. And of course, you can join the Baneling Army on Steam under steamcommunity.com/groups/Baneling Army. I'm Acabane101. Take it easy.